What's up, guys? Welcome back to Buzzsaw. Today, we're going to talk about making your eyes look all sexy. Hey, my name is Ben, and today I'm going to show you how to change the color of your eyes or even replace them with cool robot eyes. Check it out. So here we have our footage, and the first thing that we're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and scrub through and find where you want your eye effect to appear. Once you decide on a frame, make sure it's the one where your eyes are the most open out of any other shot. So first we're going to come down here to new layer, and we're going to create a new point. Rename that point to eye track. And now we're going to select our original footage and click this little drop down menu and go over to tracks and push the green plus icon. This is going to open this whole other window on the side, which it does not need to be that big. But this is your tracker right here. So the next thing we want to do is find something on your face close to your eye that you can obviously track. So let's zoom in here. We're going to drag our tracker over here. Just check out what we got to look at. For my footage, what looks like the best idea to track is this little white dot in my eye. So I'm going to drag the tracker on top of there and shrink this down, and then shrink the search area down as well. Now that you have your tracker where you want it to be, click single point and optical flow. And then we're going to track backwards first. So it'll hit an error when you blink, and that's okay, that's fine. We just need to go in and fix it. Now that you're back to the spot where we started, you're going to push the forward arrow this time and track forward. It'll hit another error when you blink, and that's okay. So now come down here and make sure transform is selected, and you want your X and Y position selected as well. Then we go to layer and just pick the point layer that we just created called eye track. Then click apply. So now we can close this track panel for a minute. Make sure before you start editing your footage again, you come up here and select the viewer and not the layer. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go out and you're going to get whatever eye image you want your eye to be replaced with and import it into HitFilm. Once you have that, drag it out of the media player and drag it into your composite shot. So right now this looks really horrible, but let's do some fixing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to scale this down and try and get it to match the size of my actual eye. The next step is to take your replacement eye and place it over your real eye where it should be. Now I'm going to come down to my eye and lower the opacity a little bit so I can actually see what I'm working with first. Next, come down to your eye replacement, click this little button and select eye track. This will parent your eye to the eye track that we just created so it'll follow the movement. So now that we have a replacement eye imported on top of the eye and following the movement, the next thing is to cut it out and make it look like it's actually inside of our head. So with the eye replacement layer selected, you're going to come up here to the freehand mask tool and select that. And now pick the frame where your eye is most open, and you're going to go through and make a mask all the way around the eye on every corner. Now that we have the mask around our eye to make it look concealed within our eyelids, we're going to go down through the mask and keyframe it to open and close as we blink. So first things first, let's go down to the mask menu, open transform, and we're going to turn on the path keyframes. So find the frame where you begin to shut your eyes, right there, and then we're going to readjust this mask to where it should be. You're also going to want to go back and copy the original keyframe you made, and then go to the frame right before the one we just did where your eye starts to shut and paste the keyframe there. Come back over to the other frame and go one frame more. Now that the eye is shut, we actually do not need to keyframe it anymore. We can come down and turn on the opacity keyframes in the actual layer. Turn them on and we'll drop them down to 0. Go one frame previous and we'll put them all the way to 100. Now we go back and do the exact same thing when the eye opens. I'm going to temporarily drop the opacity so I can see what I'm doing better. So go back and find the first frame where your eye starts to close again, right about there. And then we're basically just going to come back up here and select the mask, and we're just going to adjust it frame by frame to where it should be. Once you get to the very last frame that your eye is going to be showing, go back 1 frame previous, and then come down here and we're going to turn the opacity to 0. Go 1 frame forward, turn the opacity back up to 100. And there you go, simple as that. If you want to do this effect a second time, or if you want to do it on the other eye, all you have to do is just copy the instructions and just do them on the other side. Once you're done with all that, you should get something looking like this. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope that now you know how to create your cool eye effects all on your own. Remember, you don't have to follow exactly what I do. It's up to you to create the shot that you want. If you like this video, go head over to my channel and check out all the other cool stuff I have there just like this video. Anyway, that's all for right now. Have a good one, guys.